to a brand new episode of Sequel Rights, the podcast where we take a look at the franchises that make you go, they made how many of those? We give each and every sequel a fair trial. My name is Justin Camps, and I'm here with
Elizabeth Helly
and
Tyler Hymanson.
And we are here to wrap up the Cutting Edge series with the Cutting Edge Fire and Ice. Ooh, things are getting serious.
Game of Thrones.
Prequel to Elemental.
That's right. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, man. We hope you guys enjoyed our episode last week with Kevin Darwish and on the Cutting Edge, Chasing the Dream. And we're excited to wrap things up this week. But before we get too far into things, Eliz, where can people reach out?
You can find us on YouTube at Sequel Rights and also on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky at Sequel Rights.
And rate and review wherever you're listening. Helps other people find the show. Give a thumbs up on YouTube. That's still a thing, I think. Retweets on Blue Sky. And you can go back through, if you've already done that, and either re-listen or share out some of the other favorites that we've covered. Boy, we just had a Scream check-in. A lot of fun stuff there. We're diving back into a Resident Evil.
You just announced it?
Oh,
we were going to let Justin announce it.
I apologize.
Jesus.
We'll be doing horror
cut
next.
That out.
Yeah, let's cut that out. Let's cut that out.
Who cares?
No, yeah, whatever. It's fine.
So that'll be fun.
People get hyped.
They get hyped.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking about it. I've moved on from the Cutting Edge series.
Where are the zombies in this movie?
Yeah. Anyway, I also forgot to say you could email us, sequelrights@gmail.com.
Please do that.
That's right. And if you enjoy all of our silly, goofy AI songs at the end of each episode, you can check those out on whatever, digital platform you listen to music on.
They're
and
out
if
there.
you still just want them on your iPad, I think you can just buy them on iTunes if you want.
Also,
or iPod, I mean.
As we discussed, I think on previous episode, they are available at all of your touch tunes in the bar. So if you want to make lots of new friends, go down to your local watering hole and play Snakes in Love and find your soulmate.
Yeah, and around the holidays, you can play it Snakemas.
Yep,
Just to get people in the mood.
absolutely.
That'll be so fun. I want someone to send us a video
Yeah.
of that happening out in the world. Love it, love it. Well, you know what? We're talking the Cutting Edge Fire and Ice that premiered on ABC Family in 2010. This is the last one of the series. And why don't we get into it? I just want to give you guys a disclaimer that the audio for the trailer is not good. Because there was not I had to do a lot of hunting to find
A commercial?
to actually find a commercial. And it was I found some video that was ABC Family commercials, September 2010 or something like that,
oh my God.
And it happened to have one in there.
Okay.
So here we go.
Secret Lives, Francia Reza in a new ABC Family original movie.
I'm ready.
The world premiere of The Cutting Edge, Fire and Ice, Sunday, March 14th, only on ABC Family.
Did the guy have to say her name like that?
Francia Reza.
Francia Reyes.
That sounded like it was from the 1990s.
It did.
The audio quality.
There was YouTube had a bunch of clips that said Cutting Edge Fire and Ice trailer, and it started out like a normal ad that you might see before on a VHS or something before it, but then it would just cut to just clips from the movie, and it was really annoying. I was like, "Where's the full trailer? What the fuck?"
Okay.
So I had to find this one randomly.
Chapek didn't want one.
Didn't want it.
So, just to set the stage here of ABC Family, at this point, it's been Fox Family, it's been ABC Family, and then in 2006 they decided to make it quote unquote a new kind of family. So they started trying to get a little bit more edgy. And
A new kind of
between
family.
2006 and 2010, when this came out, they had shows, ABC Family originals like Greek, Secret Life of American Teen, which Francia Reza was on, and Pretty Little Liars has just come out when this movie, same year.
So they're we're gonna get racy up in here.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to get CW up in here.
And then in 2011, they also get Switched at Birth, and then The Fosters, and all these other shows that are supposed to be a little bit more adult. And then finally, in 2016, they shed the 700 Club from the 2 a.m. hour or whatever, and they changed their name to Freeform.
Yeah.
For our younger listeners, the 700 Club is something that I
do
think
they
that-
want to know this?
I think I never watched it, but it's something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I was just perennially aware of because it was
Yeah.
always be on.
It would always be on when you're like, I want to watch Pokemon right
yes.
now, or yeah.
And as far as I
Sailor
can
Moon.
tell, it was a bunch of white people talking about God.
It was a specific guy.
Mr.
think
700.
Pat something.
Mr.
And he would say crazy
Pat
like
Summerall or
Christian
something?
religion
Let's see.
thing. It was a TV show, but it was also kind of like always a telethon at the
yeah,
same
a
time.
God.
Like they always wanted you to donate. Like
Yeah, they had to make 700.
it was basically like a Christian themed like pledge drive.
Pat
that
Robertson.
all-
Yeah.
Robertson,
Pat
there it was.
Robertson,
I knew
yeah.
it was Pat something. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
had
some-
to make $700 every episode.
Oh, was that really?
No, I'm
oh,
just,
okay.
I'm just making that up.
But yeah, it was some real righteous gemstone shit.
And you had to wait for it to finish before Sailor Moon or Pokemon
Yes.
or whatever.
And it was
would come
on
before
for-
school.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like for up until my entire life until 2016.
And it's like if you were like when you got older, you'd be like watching something and it'd be like midnight or something.
Yeah.
You'd be watching it, all of a sudden you'd be like, oh God, no! And then you'd like change the channel, and then in when you were younger, you would turn it on and be like, oh, is this over yet? I
Yeah.
want to watch Pokemon. So yeah.
It
I don't know,
was,
was this in Wisconsin too, Justin?
the 700 Club?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
yeah,
know
yeah.
about this? Oh, okay.
I knew about it, but
Yeah.
I never watched it either.
yeah.
No, I never watched it. It was just like a constant annoyance.
It does have to do with raising $700. The original, it says in 1962 the station suffered financially and almost closed. It had a total operating budget of $700 per month. To keep the station on the air, they produced a special telethon edition of the show where they set the goal of 700 members, each contributing $10 per month. And then Pat Robertson referred to these members as the 700 Club, and the name stuck.
That's amazing.
That's so funny.
Nightmare.
That's more than you wanted to know about.
Is
the
he
700
alive
Club.
still?
In God's eyes.
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah.
No,
Eternal
he's
life.
not. 2023 dead.
Oh,
Bye.
bye.
Oh man. Now we can all watch Pokemon in peace.
That's right.
On Netflix.
Whenever you want. No ads. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes some people have ads too.
That's true.
Been playing that Pokemon
Anyways,
game.
back to as you can tell, there's not that much
yeah.
to say about this movie as we've been talking about the 700 Club for 5 minutes now.
The main thing to say is that one of our favorite people is back.
Alejandra.
Wait, was that from this movie? Or
No,
last-
that was
okay,
the
thank
last-
God. I was like,
What, they're doing it in this one too.
The guy was still like,
Alejandra.
no, yeah. We moved on from that.
She's back.
Alex is back. Alex Delgado.
And much like the gold from the first movie, what happened to their previous relationship? It doesn't matter. Let's not talk about it.
well, this one
Zach
they
retired
fully,
and was like,
yeah,
I'm bored.
They fully explain it.
They do
where
explain
they never
it.
really explained what happened to
Yeah.
the other guy. But this one, she straight up says, like, yeah, I came in at the end of his career. We won. And so he was like, bye.
She's like, he'd been skating for 15 years and I've been skating for 15 minutes.
She
I
does
mean, that's
say
basically
that.
true.
And I was like, yeah, you're right.
But she's been hockey skating.
Yeah.
They were allegedly the same age.
Yeah.
They were?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know. Well, this is the last one. I you know what? I will say
For
that
now.
the main
Yeah.
it is really funny that it says on the Wikipedia like it's the fourth and final installment, and then it says as of 2026. like someone is constantly going in there like, is there another one every year? Is there another one? You know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if one comes back with all this. like,
Yes.
being
Yeah.
figure skating
Well,
and
that
everything
happens every 4 years, so.
in
Yes.
the rage. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Anyways,
At the end, we should pitch the
Cutting
fifth
Edge
Yes.
movie.
5.
I'll think of something by the end of the thing. Yeah.
that would be great.
I'd pitch.
I would say what I was going to say is that I've been shocked overall by the consistent continuity of these films. Like
Yeah.
I was expecting, as I did with Anaconda and everything, I was expecting just total resets every time. Because
Yep.
why would it carry on? But yeah, here we are. Alex Delgado gets to be the lead this time, and honestly, I think this dynamic works better than.
It does.
Hockey?
No, just like having the girl be the one who's like the pro. I guess
pro
they're
skate.
both, I guess they're both pros, kind of in the
Yeah.
sense, but
But
she's
like the
pro
figure skater
skate. Yeah.
expert. Yes.
Yeah, I like that she's kind of the one who's more in charge than the guy in this time around. I didn't like that last time.
I think that's one of the things that is successful about the original formula.
Yeah, didn't like it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is, now, she's not really skating anymore either. She's teaching. We catch up with her. She's teaching. We get introduced to our new bad boy, James McKenzie.
The most famous man on the planet for speed skating.
That's right.
Think about it, though. Apollo Anton Ono was extremely famous.
Yes,
when
he was.
He was. So it's
and Dan Jansen before him. Like I was going to clown on this, and I'm like, but I do know two very professional and famous
but that's
speed
where it
skaters.
Ends, honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone after Apollo.
And the third one.
Fun fact: I actually was at the Salt Lake Olympics, and I got to see Ono skate and speed skating. It was really awesome.
And also, I feel like I'm probably like biased because I know he's like Japanese, so I'm like, oh, I know him, but I think everyone did know him.
Yeah,
right?
I think he was. Yes, and I think he ended up being on some reality shows or hosting. or doing things.
He was on Dancing with the Stars for sure. I think he won.
Yeah, makes sense.
Probably with Julianne, but I'm not sure.
Because speed skating is so much like dancing and figure skating.
I mean, it's like, I guess it's slightly less of a jump from hockey. Well, I don't know, because hockey, like speed skating, you're just going in circles the whole time. Hockey, you're probably a little bit more varied, but hockey
Speed skating is pretty specific. Yeah.
But the speed skating form is probably more similar to the hockey form, and you don't have to worry about having a stick and a puck and a goal and all that stuff.
They do go out of their way to be like, it's totally different.
Yeah. So.
It's not like the last movie where she was like doing triple axles and stuff while they were practicing hockey.
So my favorite part about this is that this man is so famous. He's such a famous bad boy of speed skating that he lives on his tour bus for a famously international sport. Where's that bus going?
Well, it's at least going to nationals, I guess.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
It's going to Worlds.
Around the Pacific Northwest. Hey, well, Worlds is oftentimes hosted in the United States.
We're going to Epcot, baby.
Every so often. Well, yeah.
We're just lucky that this guy survived the flight from Final Destination in order to be.
That's true.
In order to be a.
God, was he in Final Destination?
I'm pretty sure he dies on the plane. He's
yeah,
like,
he must be.
He's like one of
he's
the.
only in it for a little bit.
He's
right?
like the horrible jock guy that dies on the plane.
So, but really, this is the guy from Roswell. That's what I
right.
know him from. He
I was
like,
just saying that
not
because
the
we
main
watched Final
dude,
Destination.
but. And when I saw him that he was the lead, I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. They've got to be like an entire generation apart. Because I just feel like he's a completely different generation of young teen stars than she is. I think of her as like, well, she is like the same age as like Miley and Selena and Hillary Duff and all these people, but yeah.
He is,
but they're
like-
only 11 years apart, which is actually
That's-
not that bad, but it is pretty big.
It's still fairly big.
So
Yeah.
I'm determined to not talk about this movie since we've already talked about the 700 Club. Roswell, never watched it. What was the deal with that
Are you
show?
serious?
Yeah. What
I
was
didn't watch it either.
what
Oh my
was
God.
Roswell?
Okay, so 3 aliens
Okay.
come down, and 2 of them are a couple, and then
Rude.
so it's like a brother and sister, and then
Third wheel.
and then
Wait.
the couple.
Okay.
Wait, who's the
So
couple?
the brother ends up like being in love with the human, like
Okay.
the Shuri Appleby character,
Sure.
and then the sister is in love with another alien that they come together with, and he is like the one who's not related to them. He's her boyfriend.
Okay.
And so they're like together in a couple, but then it's always the brother and the human that are causing all the things. I didn't watch it for that long,
Okay.
but yeah. So he was an alien.
Okay.
But then he was kind of like, the one that was mad and like, why are you with a human? And blah,
I see.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that's not to be confused with that man without the belly button, Kyle XY.
That's Kyle XY. Oh, that was also an ABC Family quite a while before this. So,
Not to be confused with the man without the belly button.
yeah. But I
Everyone
think they were
knows what I'm
literally
talking
in Roswell, New Mexico. And let's see what else about Roswell. They had that Dido song was the theme song. That was a big deal. And then the other, I don't know if she was an alien or if she was the main girl's friend, but there was this other actress named Mahendra something or other, and she came out with a solo album that was mailed to me through, I think I've talked about this before, this teen like website where you would fill out surveys and they would send you like free marketing type things. And so I had her solo album and I would listen to it all the time, even though I did not watch Roswell anymore at this point and did not know who she was. Her songs were freaking dark. Okay, like if her music is still out there, it's like the most depressing, stupid stuff that I should not have heard at my impressionable age. It's just like super feeling sorry for yourself, sad girl stuff.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That was Roswell was an Alexandra Patsava show. Yeah, she did the.
Oh,
that was
okay.
before my time there, though.
So,
yeah.
but that makes sense though that they were doing the whole like, this song was featured in the episode right before the credits. I mean, that's when that's when everything.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. Yeah.
I always got to confuse. Like, to me, I feel like the poster for Roswell was also a guy kind of half shirtless standing in a cornfield.
Yeah, it might have
and
been.
so it was like Smallville and Roswell were the same show.
Well, no, I mean, Smallville's about Clark Kent.
Oh my
Both
God,
aliens.
Look at his hair in this photo. Holy shit.
This is great podcasting.
Yeah, he had big hair usually, like poofy.
It does look insane.
Yeah.
You hiding
That guy's an alien.
Brainiac
That guy's an
brain
alien.
Yeah. Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, even
guy's an
though
alien,
the aliens
for
were there,
sure.
I feel like the human girl that discovers them is like the main character, really.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
So, anyways, that's Roswell. This
Any
guy-
figure skating on that show, though?
I don't know.
Probably one
I only
episode.
watched like one season.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I honestly knew it more for the music than anything else.
Yeah.
It must have been right after some other WB show that I actually was watching more, probably.
It was on. Well, yeah, I don't know what was on at that time.
If it was on the same day as Smallville or whatever, then I definitely would have maybe heard the intro and then turned it off.
Yeah.
So Dido is huge. I mean, yeah.
Well, luckily, this time around, no figure skaters injured. This guy just punches his teammate in the face.
That's right.
I mean, he had a pretty punchable face.
He had yeah.
Did they ever explain why he punched this dude? Just like he was a jerk?
I did not catch
He's a
catch
jerk.
up on it. Yeah.
I think he was like saying some stupid stuff to him, wasn't he?
I don't know. It just seemed like he was like in the middle of an interview and just turned around and punched him and then was like, I punched a guy, whatever.
I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, do what I want for the fans.
I don't remember. I think he was criticizing him for not like acting like part of the team.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever. I
I
don't
feel like they didn't really explain
Oh
it.
no, you know what? They did explain it. He elbowed his own team member like during the race or something, and like it didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
I
whatever.
see.
Yeah.
Fair.
And that's right. And he teaches that to the children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which, by the way, I just have to say right now, these children are not credited. The credits of this movie are extremely short.
Yeah.
And I could not.
Like,
figure out
and
who they
mostly
were.
music.
I feel like this is the most bare bone trailer that we've ever had.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
When I have to like hunt and
Yeah.
watch like someone's uploaded VHS
Like
tapes.
it is
that's
nuts.
hard.
Like, so many of
That's
these
hard.
things that have had trailers, and I feel like that this is the least amount of trailer we've ever had.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. You know, you get to the fourth one and people are like, yeah, do we need to upload this? I don't know. There was a trailer somewhere, but no one uploaded it.
Yeah, so we find out this guy's been banned from the sport.
Yep.
But his agent and coach or whatever are trying to appeal to get him back.
They're trying to appeal. There's a lot of sleazy white dudes in suits. One of them is apparently a love interest for our protagonist, who's also the head interview guy for a sports show.
Right, so I was super
Phillip.
super confused because
Cuck Phillip.
I just thought it was like the same guy. And so I was like, "Oh, was the guy's name Philip?" in the
I
last
also thought
movie?
I thought it was
And
the same
he
guy
looks
for a
so
little bit
familiar, and then I realized he looks so familiar because he's Arrow or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
Would thou like to live embarrassedly?
I would like to.
Cuck Phillip. Anyway.
Cuck Phillip.
Yeah. got it.
I had the same thing. I like
Because
went
they were
back.
acting like we should know who he
Yeah.
is, but he's just like some reporter that they've gone
Just
on
some guy.
dates.
I went back to the Wikipedia and was like, what was the guy's name from the last movie?
And then I'm like, "Oh, it was Zach."
Not Phillip.
Okay. Yeah.
This guy
Green
sucked.
Arrow.
Yeah.
This guy kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also kind of seemed like a 12-year-old doing the news. Like he did not look like
He's
he was
like,
old enough
hey
to
there,
be-
girl. Got my dad's suit this weekend.
That's right. My dad's sick again. I'm filling in for the Nationals. I'll be there. I got a flower for you.
I mean, I honestly didn't look it up, but I gotta assume this thing's being filmed in like Vancouver, and everyone is just living up there to be on CW and ABC
Yeah.
Family shows, and so they were like, "Get the guy from Arrow."
Almost
over here."
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
probably.
Arrow wasn't around at that time for this.
Was it not?
I don't think so. 2010?
2010? I think so.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. So we find out that there's a legendary Chinese coach. And
This is where I was like, "Yee,
I just don't like. It just is very random, like because
is.
the Chinese are not particularly known for being the best at figure skating. Maybe Japan, Korea, anybody Russian, Canada, and United States are like the big ones. So to pull China up into this is sort of strange, but you know, I guess those are the actors that were around. So I guess that's good that they like didn't have them faking to pretending to be Japanese or Korean.
IMDb says it was filmed in Montreal, which is probably
okay.
why they go to Montreal.
Yeah.
In the end of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe our I don't know why our guest from last week didn't get pulled into this one, but I guess he was busy.
Good question.
He's
Yeah.
probably already drifting. So yeah, I guess there are. I mean, I just went to Toronto. There was a bunch of Asian, many Asian people there. I don't know about Montreal, but sure.
This guy's so good. Every single couple he coaches goes to the Olympics or something.
Yeah. Which I guess okay.
Although I think you might want to go back. I wonder if you went back in this movie and see if they ever actually say the word Olympics. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was like. I
don't
barely
know
knew
if-
it was the Olympics.
I don't think it is the Olympics that they go to at the end.
Oh, it's not.
It's just called Worlds. The
But then
Olympics.
why is there?
The Olympics in 2010 were in Vancouver, I think.
Why
Yes.
at the end are the speed skating thing happening at the same time, like down the street?
My
That
guess
would
is
only be during the Olympics. The Worlds would be in a completely
Well, I know
different
that,
location.
but my guess is that they could not get the rights to use
Say
the
Olympics.
or say they were at the Olympics for this one for whatever reason, and so that's why they're
Never
like, we're
stopped
at,
them before.
Well, yeah, but they might have.
I
had rights or something.
imagine that it was one of those things where because it was ABC and because it was cable that NBC got very
okay.
touchy
Who knows?
about
Yeah,
that.
who
It's
knows?
different than a theatrical.
Yeah,
like,
especially
fair use
especially if
type
it was
thing.
in a Olympic year.
Because why? Yeah. Otherwise, why would they say? Yeah, exactly. Why would they be like, we're in Montreal and not Vancouver? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
So clearly, it's supposed to be some other thing that's Olympic like. Because also they're like, we're getting a gold medal at the Worlds, and I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
Worlds? Yeah, I mean, it's still Worlds.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like,
That's a thing. I have no idea.
yes. Oh yeah, there's like nationals and then Worlds.
Did they go on to universes after? No. I'm kidding.
and Olympics?
Olympics.
I didn't know that Worlds was a thing.
Yeah,
I
it
thought it
is.
sounded funny.
Oh, okay. No. Worlds is like for sure a thing.
Okay.
So if you don't if it's not an Olympic year, then Worlds is like the biggest
Yeah.
thing of the year. Yeah.
But
So.
to your previous point, they would not be doing the Worlds for figure skating and the Worlds for speed skating in the same city.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
that was weird.
I'm
That was
pretty
weird.
sure not. Like, I don't even think that they're part of the same
Organization.
organizing group. Like,
Yeah, they're sponsored by a different dead Terry O'Quinn's money.
So okay. But yeah, the assistant coach, I guess. I don't know if he really was or if he's just a translator, but the guy who works for the coach comes and tries to recruit her.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got 2 minutes to think about it because it's happening right now, whether you like it or not.
And she knows who he is. She's trying to be respectful, but yeah, she's willing to try, but then she sees who the partner is.
It is a forced thing. I do like this conceit of basically a coach saying, hey, I see potential in both these people. I want to coach that in this way. I'm going to bring them together because that's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the same thing that Pemchenko does. So,
Well, no, Pamchenko was coaching her.
yeah.
And she could not get a thing. He's like,
He also spoke English,
yes.
And drink Smirnoff.
which seems like a real tough barrier here.
Well, it just seems like a weird choice because this actor like speaks English and they just make him not speak English.
Well, then, and then it ends up being like the guy who's the translator is like kind of like shouting all the orders and stuff,
yeah.
which is just odd. I don't know.
I don't know why you add that like extra
Yeah,
barrier of weirdness, but at the same time, it's like there's definitely no like macro aggressions here. I wouldn't say that they're like micro; they're maybe just regular aggressions, but like they're also kind of like, yeah, they're not great because they contribute to the like model minority / like Zen stereotype type thing.
He's
but
basically like ancient Chinese secret to win a gold medal.
You know,
Yeah,
Confucius saying,
And
you
he's
know,
got
blah,
that.
blah,
He's got
blah.
that like goofiness too. Yeah.
Yeah,
With that whole
but
like
it-
banana scene.
the banana scene is absolutely insane.
It's like what the fuck.
Yeah. I
Why?
mean, I guess I prefer the whole goofy thing over the like Mr. Miyagi
that's
wannabe
true.
type thing. Well, Mr. Miyagi is pretty goofy too sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird stereotype, but it's also not at least like hurtful.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, okay, yeah, all right.
It's
you
not
know,
it's
like-
not blazing
Yeah,
new
yeah.
trails of hate.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
Did you get worried when he brought out those cushions and when it was gonna have him sit down on the ice?
Not really.
Like what are they about to do here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Things gonna get extra racist here or not?
No, it was just like strange. It wasn't even.
It didn't commit any musical or any of those crimes,
Yeah.
which I was appreciative
Oh
of.
yeah,
Well,
no
we just-
gong,
No God.
Yeah, that's true.
no mandolin.
Yeah.
No.
We just learned that One Republic is like the
Oh my
the band
God.
Oh my god! Okay, so
One
last time
Republic
we
is
had
the
one
band
song,
of the
Yeah.
movies.
and
now.
then this time we have like 2 or 3 here in it.
There's
Like,
one. I think there's one. All the Right Moves is the
Yeah.
One Republic song, and then there's a couple other like good indie rock songs.
Yeah.
Mates of State, the one you were making fun of earlier, the
Yes.
now song.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
And then the Veronica's one that they skate to, which
Yeah,
is, which
pretty
is
good.
pretty fun.
Frequent never guest of the show got One Republic dead to rights across these things and knows that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's another song that sounds like One Republic, but I don't think it's that.
Yeah. Two Republic.
Two Republic. But what obviously we got the, she's like, I'm not skating with this guy, he's a freaking joke.
He's a bad
Skater,
boy.
Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, come on, sweetheart, oh baby girl, sweetheart, baby. Come on, man.
Doing his
Apparently
best Bobby
this is actually a
Cannavale.
Chinese saying. I didn't think it was, but the jade must be chiseled before it can be considered a gem. I was like, is jade even a gem? Like that? I guess it is. And I guess this is an actual adage.
I wasn't able to. There was a moment where he says something like, he's like, I'm the Iceman, and I know that you still have that fire in your belly. And I was
does
like,
say
oh
that.
shit,
Oh,
fire
we did
and ice.
it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Justin and I
bro.
metaphorically leaning forward in our
I was
scenes.
like, where's Tyler? Yeah, let's go like this. All the right words and all the right.
Okay, so here's something that I have to admit about my experience of watching this movie. As much as I think that I was, we could tell that we're kind of done with this formula, I did find that kind of settling back into a lot of the things that made the first one work. I think that, that's the reason the first one works. Like that there is this dynamic between them is the most predictable and it does nothing exciting, but there's part of it that's just easily watchable.
I mean, I was gonna spoiler alert by the
Yeah.
end of this say that I think I like this one best out of all the sequels.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Because it was like, I don't know. Yeah, it just like I feel like it's more well produced. Like we don't have the issue of the first sequel where like these horrible songs. We don't have the issue of like swapping the roles in the the third movie that I didn't think worked very well. This one I feel like the chemistry is pretty good and the acting's better. She's
And
a
we
little
see
bit better.
their full final program. They actually do the full skate.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some hilarious close-up
Yes, there
shots
is.
that are like
Okay.
clearly the guy standing still.
This is the first time that I was literally like, show less of the skating because, and I hate
yeah.
to body shame anybody.
Oh no.
But
Oh no.
his double was a 45-year-old man with a dad bod tummy. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
looked nothing like him and was kind of heavy. Like
there were a ton of shots where like that is obviously not them.
Yeah.
and
then
they're
the
showing their
woman-
faces and everything.
The
Like, is
woman
that Nick
was
Offerman out there?
at least like slightly closer, but she was like built. Like she
Yeah.
was like very, very muscular, like way more than the actress.
Yeah.
But like at least she somewhat looked like similar from farther away. The man was like really old. He didn't even have the same hair. Like they should have like strapped him in or given him Spanx or something because he had a full on like beer belly. Like, I'm sorry.
I guess for me, I like noticed those things too, and I was like, that's funny. But like for me,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like, oh, cool, another skating scene. Fast forward to the plot.
Oh no.
I don't actually fast forward, but it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, they're skating,
Yeah.
whatever. Here's another song. And I just want to see like how I just feel like the acting and chemistry between them was a little bit better. And
It is the
I
most-
think Brendan Farrer or whatever his name is
Yeah,
like
I think it's the most
better actor
formulaic
than the last
thing
guy.
to
The
have
last two guys.
the bad boy thing going on, and like so many movies are trained for that to work. But at the same time, it's there's a reason that that's a formula.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and I guess it's probably just because they didn't want, the budget was so much lower. They didn't want to hire other like side actors supporting actors to be in this. But I guess I at least appreciate that they didn't have other people that they were dating that made it all weird, or some girlfriend that comes out at the last second and is like, oh, I'm
Yeah, there was nothing
like,
crazy contrived.
It was
about
just
that.
kind of like, there was the I feel like the reporter was only in there so that he can kiss her on the cheek and cause the confusion at the end, but at least he didn't have a girlfriend or something, just like a random girl at a bar.
Yeah, I do think that's better because there were like the last two movies. There were so many things. It was like, oh, another stupid mistake by the person. Oh, this guy made another mistake. Oh God, here we go. It's like
it was just contrived to have like these other girls in the picture. It's just like ugh. Which I know the first one did that too with her boyfriend, but it's just like.
But that was actually,
that was kind of realistic.
Tony Gilroy did some writing work.
Yeah. So
it wasn't just a thrown in surprise or whatever.
Yeah.
What
There
else?
was these two people on the ice warming to each other.
Ooh.
Fire. and
One
ice.
thing that is bad and weird is like this hoochies and skanks thing that keeps coming back.
Oh yeah, like this.
Skanks and hoochies.
Yeah, skanks and hoochies.
Yeah, but when he says
that thing.
it's like stupid. But then the fact that she's the one that brings it up the first time earlier in the movie is like, ugh, God, like gross. Like I don't know.
That was funny when you were just earlier mentioning like, yeah, there was this reporter, and I was like, were they a reporter? Wait a minute. Did I pull the wrong?
What?
Did I pull the wrong clips in here? No, I didn't think so. What's happening here? Let me try this again. Hold on. I did all these edits. Did I fuck it up? Let's try this one.
And if I sit here?
You a reporter?
Yeah, right. Doesn't that involve reading or something?
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't that involve reading or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I
Somehow-
don't even remember
somehow
that
my-
line.
There was something I that stood out.
That was right before
very
the
much.
Skanks and Hoochies.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like
basically
same
like
scene.
him.
But it was really bad because she's the one that first says skanks and hoochies like very earlier
Yeah.
in the movie, and I'm just like, oh God, like would she really say that? I get this was before we like cared about slut shaming or
Sure.
putting down other women or whatever. But like slut shaming was not even a term yet, I don't think, in 2010. At least I hadn't heard it by then. And but yeah, it's like lame. And then the fact that then somehow the movie gives him permission to say it, and then this other girl permission to say it is just like, what? I don't know.
Hey,
just
it's
a
a different
dumb-
type. It's a different type of family.
A new type of family.
Yeah, the thing that pinged in my brain for that is her being like, but like, don't you have to like read or something? That I was like, that is
Doesn't
a
that-
cobblestone on the path to where we are now. Of just like, ooh, I didn't care about this girl before, but she's illiterate.
There's something
I'm
recently
time to
about
sleep with
somebody
her.
who couldn't read. Like, oh, Wonka, he couldn't read.
Or
Oh,
that's
it's a
right,
shame.
yes.
Yeah.
Leah Michelle or whatever.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah, but no, I was thinking like in a movie of somebody
Timmy
actually.
Chalamet.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
He
yeah.
can't read.
Oh boy. We get training montages as we do. Lots of workout montages. This time, the way that they end up getting closer is that the coach forces them to live together.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a nice apartment.
My whole thing was like, what happened to her brother? And
Me too.
Is the restaurant doing okay?
Yeah, I know. I
family
was shocked that the mom was even the same actress. Like,
that was
I
crazy.
did enjoy this. I think that the part of the reason that this movie gets elevated over the other ones for me is that the scene where she's talking to her mom about, how she feels about the reporter and everything else. And then her mom's like, oh, you like this other guy. And it was a nice throwback scene, her actually talking about their feelings.
Yeah. What I thought
There was some natural acting happening between two people.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool that they brought her back too.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that. What I thought was funny,
She was in Montreal.
we were talking to Kevin last week about him and his Paris partner. Like, did you guys have a relationship? or anything?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was funny, like watching these movies. It's like, wow, it makes it seem like it's an inevitability. There's no way that if you're doing pairs, you're gonna fall in love. It's not. There's no other way, because the only way to become a good skater is to, be connected at the hip or live in the same
fall in
room
love.
or whatever. Yeah. It's the only way. They have to kiss after the program.
Well, and it's like, everybody, a lot of them are brother and sister, but I feel like people always look sideways at the pairs who are brother and sister.
That's what Roswell was
people
about.
are always like, no. But like, I feel like people are creeped out by it because it is like just, even though it's a sport, somehow it's just like particularly intimate in that it's like a partner couple dance.
You have a sense that it's like a romantic kind of
Yeah.
like
yeah,
it's romanticized, I think.
Yeah.
Well, in all these movies, there's never a movie where it's like, here's just two friends
Yeah.
doing figure skating.
I mean, even like any kind of dancing, like for example, like Derek and Julianne Hough, people like thought that they were a married couple for a long time, even
Right.
though everyone's like, we're brother and sister.
Cut it out.
But when you're younger and you're training, of course it's easier to just make the partner be the sibling rather
Right.
than have to deal with the whole dynamic of some other family and, like working
Yeah.
with them. But
Yeah, those kids don't even have enough time to develop a bad boy persona.
yeah.
Yeah, if these didn't have to be like romantic stories, that would actually be a good like another plot. Like your idiot brother has to be the one that's gonna save your skating career.
Paul Rudd.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. So did we talk about the strip poker yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This
They
is
play-
also
Now
a
they live
requirement to
together.
win a gold medal.
They live together, and then immediately he's like, "Oh, she's in pajamas." Okay. And then next
It's funny
thing you
because
know,
they're just regular ass pajamas. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
particularly
But he's like,
revealing or
"Ooh,
anything.
Okay. Tight pants.
He's like, did you buy those at a store next to Victoria's Secret in the mall?
Yeah. And then I think in the very next scene, they're suddenly playing strip poker, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on in this movie?"
But it's
Like,
just so weird because I'm like, were they just at the pool or something? Because she's wearing like a robe that looks like one of those water polo like things.
Right.
And
They're
then she's
wearing a hilarious amount of
swimsuit.
layers. Yeah.
Like she's literally wearing a swimsuit instead of like underwear and a bra. And I think that's just because it's considered somehow less scandalous to show a girl in a bikini than it is
Right.
in underwear and a bra.
Yeah.
But they don't explain like why she would be wearing that.
Especially around those channels that were hovering around the 700 Club at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
well, this is the point where I was like, I went back to the Wikipedia, like, was this on ABC Family?
Yeah.
And it was.
It was.
I mean, there's nothing, it's not like the other second movie where you're literally seeing naked butts and stuff, but I was just like, wow, okay, they're doing strip poker 100%.
The sin of gambling and the sin of
and the
nudity.
guy goes all the way down to his boxers.
He does.
They're like comic book
and then
boxers.
luckily they just ran out of cards, and that's where it stopped.
Yeah. No, the mom interrupts.
Yes.
She thinks it's all pretty hilarious, which is nice.
Which is good. Yeah.
Because it is kind of a hard line to walk because you have this actress playing a teenager in another show on this network at the same time. But this character, it doesn't make sense for her to act like a high schooler
No.
because we already know that
Right.
she's been in like community college and is an adult.
She's won
And
a gold
so
medal.
you need to like show her having a mature adult relationship where it just seems weird.
Right.
She runs a restaurant
She has her
into the
own,
ground, I guess. I
She
don't
has
know.
her own high-rise apartment.
That's right.
Yeah.
With her mother.
With an island in
No,
the
the
kitchen.
mother does not live there. She was visiting.
with a mother. It does. You know what?
Unclear.
Honestly, at the start, I thought it was the mom's house.
Yeah.
And not her apartment.
Yeah.
I did not realize it was her apartment until much later in the film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like they kind of use that as like a part of the reason she wants to keep working, because she wants to be independent, gainfully employed, and keep her own apartment. So she doesn't have to move back in with her family or whatever. So I mean that's a true struggle of people that are that age.
Yeah.
Did you know that this movie was supposed to take place in Seattle? Because there's a whole lot of stock footage that's trying to convince us of that fact.
Yeah, they show the Space Needle about 100 times.
Well,
We're
because
definitely not in Montreal. The
I
whole
want
think
them. They
that's
just
where
want
she
them to
might
be
live.
American.
She might live in the,
yeah.
She might live in the Space Needle.
I remember the last
might,
one
actually.
definitely took place in Washington, though.
Yeah,
But
I think you're right.
So they just want to have her be the same area.
We briefly mentioned the ice therapy scene, which I thought was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
They get them to sit on these cushions on the ice, and then the coach asks Alex first, like, you need to tell us something real right now or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna ask you a question, and he's just like, what did you feel about losing your partner, your skating partner? That's what he asked, right?
Yeah.
That's like a pretty normal, nice question. And she's like, oh yeah, it's like blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, all right, now, James, it's your turn. And he's like, out of nowhere, it's like, how do you feel about your dad being a piece of shit and leaving you? And what did you think about, what do you think about being poor and having to live on the streets? And it was like, holy shit, where's this like super heavy, she just like, broke up with her partner or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's coming out with this like super traumatizing childhood shit.
I guess at the same time, it seems like that is kind of like the central traumas that are respectively holding them back from succeeding in that skating. For her, it is the partner, but for him, it's way other stuff.
I just thought that it was like totally like they don't hint at that or anything. It was just all of a sudden
that's
like
true. It is kind of out of nowhere.
Surprise! You had like a really shitty.
She's like,
life.
hey, how did it feel to be this close to joining the Merchant Marines?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you didn't
And
do it. You didn't do it.
They don't actually talk about it, but I think it is sort of implied that like he does have like these weird hangups from when he was homeless, because that is why he's like living in the trailer or the motorhome, whatever he's got, or that is why he feels some kind of way about being forced to move in with her, because it like implies whatever that he can't maintain a home, or he may be nervous about investing, or like even renting an apartment, and for him it's easier to be able to drive the thing at
His
any
tour
time.
bus.
Always on
Yeah.
the move.
Yep.
Yeah. I just thought that was
It was funny.
It was just like this intense thing that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but at the same time, other than it being on the ice, it's like not really that like
That's not
weird.
what Coach does.
It didn't need to be on the ice.
Yeah.
But it makes sense if you're trying to like have this partnership and they're fighting. Or
How did it
whatever.
feel to have your parents murdered in front of you in the alley? Pearls everywhere.
Right after a movie, even.
Yeah, I know.
Rude. Theater ruined forever.
Okay, so what? We have like the first competition, and they do.
They go to nationals and they
skate
wow
good.
everybody. Except, first of all, we got to mention the Machinator.
The Machinator.
There's a scene where James hands Alex what looks to be a stick figure Kama Sutra page or something.
Well, that's like what they had before for the
Okay, but
Pachenko.
at least it didn't look like hieroglyphics or whatever.
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
looked like cave drawings. This one looked like I hand drew positions from the Kama Sutra from memory for you.
yeah.
And here, check it out.
And then the lady bends like this.
Yeah, and then I flip her upside down so that her head is. Yeah, that's what it looks. That's literally what it looks like. It looked really funny, like a 2-year-old drew these things.
I would say that every one of these movies, the art department failed to deliver a hand drawing of what these movies should look like in a way that seemed plausible for any of these characters to generate them.
Well, now you could just like feed it into ChatGPT and be like, make me a figure drawing of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Machinator as a name?
Sounds like an Always Sunny.
Yeah. It's like, where did this come from? I don't
It's
even know
bad.
why it's called that.
His name's
Because
not
his
Mac.
name is McKinley, isn't it?
His name is James McKinsey,
McKinsey.
which I don't.
Yeah, Mac.
They call him Mac ever in the movie?
No, but there's a Mac.
Is it
in there.
Matt Kinsey or is it McKinsey?
It's McKinsey.
That
Which
doesn't
I
make any
don't
sense.
think it makes sense. I'm like, maybe if they're like, hey, Mac, they're calling him Mac. No,
Yeah.
I don't think they're calling him Mac.
Maybe he likes Big Macs.
I mean, eventually it's not called It's not
called that.
It's not called the Machinator by the end.
But
It's called something.
It's called the Fire and Ice.
It is funny that one thing that carried over is that they did do a bunch of training in the exact same gym.
Yes.
So that must be the like on-site gym of the studio or whatever in Montreal.
Or what's available in Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we brought up the Machinator because, like, for nationals, they wow them in the short program, long program. They go to do the Machinator, and she like freaks out and pulls away from it. She goes, no. Like they're gonna do it because they need to do it to win, basically.
that one?
Yeah, that's in nationals because they do the Machinator at Worlds.
I thought they did. They
don't do it at nationals. They freak out, and that's why they end up being an alternate.
That's right. Which glad that carried.
But why
through.
did she freak out?
Because they weren't ready or something, and then she just like pulled out. Like he goes to do it, and then she goes like.
Oh, I thought that was after he stood her up for the dinner or whatever.
I don't think so. Well, that might have been after it. That might have been. Because
it doesn't matter.
I think it actually might have been after it, but then they go to Worlds and they do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was.
Oh, okay.
So it probably was because of that.
So then, yeah, it's like their first competition. Then the short program happens. Then she
nail the
sees
short program.
the reporter guy. He kisses her on the cheek. They have the misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The girl's like, I can't read.
She gets stood up at the hotel restaurant.
Which is so crazy, though, also, because he left her a note in the locker room. It's the same locker room where they've been practicing, because that's where they had sex. And he, like, leaves a note on her outfit. He leaves her a dress, sexy dress, and a note on it that says, meet me in 1 hour. Which I'm like, how did he know when she was going to get back?
That's pretty fast.
Like,
meet me in 1 hour.
But like, how did you know how long she was going to take talking to the reporters and showering, going to the bathroom, and then what? You can't just say in 1 hour.
Really creepy in times. A lot of things. He's been living with her for a while.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I get that they purposely made it look like they were kissing on the lips. At the same time, it was like not. It very easily could have. It was, like the fact that he assumes is just like stupid.
It's really dumb. It's really dumb.
But yeah, so he stands her up, and then the next day, she's like pissed, but he does show up to skate.
Yeah,
but then she doesn't trust him.
He's like, we got to do the Machinator because that's the only way we can win. And then she pulls out of it.
Yeah.
They pull out of it, and then so we get another.
And then it's like, oh no, they got third place.
They're not gonna make it. And I was really I had so many ideas about how they could. They didn't quite succeed, and then they do. I feel like that they repeated here. I feel like in previous ones there was an injury. I was really hoping for high-profile kidnapping or gambling.
Wait, what was it this time? They pulled out.
Somebody broke their ankle.
Right.
Somehow the night before, I guess.
Like the Robertsons are pulling out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They've been betting on figure skating.
That would be great.
There's like a whole thing too where they show the video. Somebody posted the video online of him making out with the other.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Skanks and hoochies
with perfect audio about what they were saying.
Yeah.
From the bar,
because she was a reporter.
That's right.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Oh boy,
there was no boyfriend to be following him or whatever.
Yeah,
stalking girlfriend to be stalking or something.
I know.
Ah, boy. But they figure everything out and they go to Worlds.
And they say they love each other.
Yeah.
They do.
Everyone loves. There's 6 more fades to black until we finish the film.
And the coach just kind of steps away for we didn't talk I guess we kind of talked about the mush banana thing, but it's kind of like at this point after the coach is just like,
well,
I don't know, do what you want.
They're alternates. Yeah.
Doesn't even make sense.
It's like they don't even make it in. They're alternates. But then, like you said, somebody have a broken ankle. But his whole thing is that he wasn't even going to, be there to be the alternate because he also gets back into the speed skating, federation, lifts his ban or whatever. So without practicing at all, and then they don't practice at all either for a month or a couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's no practice from anybody. And then he's immediately back on the speed skating team. And then the coach tries to sabotage him by withholding the thing that they need to go.
So they got in.
Yeah. But it's also even if he did tell him that they got in to perform, that's still you still have an obligation to the speed skating people
Yes.
to go on for that, and you're probably much more likely to win, even though I guess you haven't practiced.
But this movie pulls off the contrivance where he leaves without knowing this
Yeah.
and abandons his team as they're taking the ice.
to actually his team who's actually going to compete.
Yes.
he abandons them to just go be an alternate.
Yeah.
He thinks.
Yes.
in his mind.
Yeah, but he abandons him in a way that makes it seem like he's giving the other guy a chance to be the winner.
I guess.
He's like, "You go, guy. You got this."
He's like, he disappears like he's Batman talking to Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Like,
I was expecting like some fog to roll in, and
Yeah.
he was gonna just disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she sees him, and she also has the weird suitcase with the light up wheels.
that was hilarious.
I'm like, what was
Well, they're-
this suitcase brand a sponsor?
They're like playing on the scene where don't they run into each other?
yeah,
like that in the
yeah, for
first movie?
sure, yeah. But her decision is just like, oh, I'm gonna go get him, even though he doesn't respond to the message.
Yeah, because she says like, "I wasn't leaving. I was coming to get you." Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Then why'd you have the suitcase?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just
don't
dumb.
speed skate away from me. Oh.
Eh, boy.
You're skating away from my heart. This movie continues the tradition then of ending before we even know if they're going to go to universes. We don't know if they won the gold, at Worlds or not.
Yeah.
Don't know, it doesn't matter.
And at this point, I was like, yeah, I don't even care about Worlds. They didn't go to the Olympics. All the other people went to the Olympics. Why would she even care about Worlds?
They're going to move into his bus. Have little bus babies.
I feel like you never
band.
heard about Worlds. There's such a thing as like World Champion.
Yeah, but
It's like the World Cup or whatever, as opposed to the Olympics.
That sounds
I don't know.
better than Worlds, though.
just saying Worlds. Yeah,
They say Worlds. That is a thing.
I believe you.
Nationals
I believe
and
you.
then Worlds.
Doesn't
Or
make it-
regionals, I
it
guess,
just
would
sounded
probably
funny.
be a thing.
States. I'm going to states.
Going to provinces.
State. It's just state
I
usually.
know. I'm just
Okay.
I'm joking.
Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. You distracted me. Distracted me.
Ah, sorry. Saying stupid shit. That's what we do.
So
Oh, okay. So Kevin Darwish talked to us about how it's really stupid how always in this movies, they light the routines as if it were like just a show, like or
Yeah.
Disney on Ice or the professional skating show. And then in the competitions, they never do that. All the lights are on.
'Cause
Everybody can
the
see
judges
everything.
need to see
The
what's
judges
happening.
need to see. The audience wants to see. Bright as hell. Always. And they do the same thing in this where when they're performing, the lights are all low and they have colored, spotlights and everything like that. But the biggest crime is that the final shot after he says like, oh, I said it first or whatever, they zoom out and the spotlights are crossed in such a way that they are standing in the middle of a giant heart.
That was so stupid.
And I was like, no.
And then it was like end credits.
Yeah.
Boo. Yeah. I forgot about that.
So one clip that I wish that you had pulled, this is the one that I was hoping for. Maybe you have it, not sure. But it was when she was debating if she's going to go to Worlds, and her mom's like, you should go anyway. Like they can also, you never know what's going to happen, which is bad advice from the mom because you need a partner. You didn't qualify for
Go
singles.
anyways.
Yeah. But then she's like, oh, I just can't deal with the press. They're going to ask me all these questions. It's like, where's your bad boy? It's like, yes, that's the question that the press will ask. Where's your bad boy?
Where's your bad boy?
Where's your bad boy?
I mean, they might, but
I didn't
probably not.
pull that one.
Where's your bad boy?
The only other clips let me see if these even I don't know what happened with those other ones, but this is the other one I had.
Duration of the training, I would
Yeah, see, something went wrong with my edits here.
It would probably be more like a "Where's your bad boy?"
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what happened with
Where's
my
my
edits.
bad boy?
I cut them all up, but here this is the one. I'll just play these. Now they're all long and stupid. But
duration of the training, I would like to cover your expenses.
Whoa, Daddy Warbucks.
it was supposed to just be whoa, Daddy,
Daddy
Warbucks.
Warbucks.
And then I pulled this one here.
If any brand doesn't recognize that I'm the goose laying the golden egg, then, well, they're probably a loser brand, right?
What's the biggest difference between speed skating and figure skating, huh?
Topic.
Topic.
right. That was like just so clearly a
Callback. They
Yeah.
gotta throw it in there somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
It's true, all of
Because
it.
he never struggled with the toe pick, even though he said it
Never
was the
did.
biggest difference.
Because he's a speed boy.
He's a speed boy.
Okay.
Speed 3. about speed skating?
Oh, I think so.
If you go slower than oh my god, that'd be incredible.
Starring Jason
let's
Statham.
finish this one so we can pitch Cutting Edge 5.
Okay. Let's rating system first.
Rating system.
All right, rating system. How many mushed bananas would you give Cutting Edge Fire and Ice?
How many squished bananas? You know what?
Because that was the advice that the coach gave. I don't know if we talked about it in detail. He smushed a banana and said, "Don't do that to her."
Just made no sense, that whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't it just bring the like it could have been we could have done this in 2
If
seconds.
you need more time to think about it, I can say that I will give it 4 smushed bananas.
Okay.
I know you guys said you like this one better than before, but I still think that Christy Carlson Romano is just a more charismatic character and actress to me personally. So I just bumped those movies like way up to her. But maybe if I were younger, I'd care more about Francia Raisa. But
I mean, I do think I still probably give the second one higher score because it was so funny.
yeah.
Unintentionally. This one, I think I'm probably just going to go right down the middle and give it a 5.
Okay.
I think, I don't know. I think it's the most maybe the most enjoyable, just basic story, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of the less annoying characters, in my opinion, than in the second one. The guy is just a terrible bro. Third one, I didn't like the switch of the roles. Fourth one, back to normal. And I feel like the acting, the charisma between the two are pretty good. Chemistry between the two is good. And I don't know. It was just harmless and strip poker.
Yep.
5.
I'm going to basically echo what Justin said, 5 mushed bananas.
Sweet.
All right, so our pitches for Cutting Edge 5.
Because as we know, as of 2026, this is the final one.
So we talked a little bit with Kevin about Blades of Glory, which
Sure.
is the only that I can think of skating movie that has picked up the torch from this series. I guess there's a couple shows now on Netflix, but and Blades of Glory, if you haven't seen it or whatever, it's really, really heavily about the 2 dudes. They have dicks, their dicks are near each other's faces. But at the same time, that it is also it's a bad. Will Ferrell is some bad boy guy of skating.
Your pitch is heated rivalry.
Well, yeah, my pitch is an actual gay one.
Sure.
But without the gay tone. But the thing is that the real sport is not there.
Yeah.
Much like I think maybe ballroom dancing has had a few same-sex couples, but skating is not anywhere near, I think, accepting this.
That's what Strictly Ballroom's about, right?
It should be. Shall we dance? Yeah. But no.
Strictly ballroom. Nothing else.
So it's because these movies end up being so fantastical anyways, with these impossible moves that are not physically even possible, why not just make up a complete fantasy story about, even if it's 2 girls or whatever, 2 girls, 2 guys, something same-sex related, I think would just be really fun and interesting. It doesn't even have to be heated rivalry, sexy time. It just I think the story could just be interesting.
It's not gonna be rated R.
Might be, who knows, but
TVMA.
Okay, my pitch is that in a near future,
ooh.
in a near future, there is an American skater that, much like Russia, is unable to skate under the American flag because of our standing in the world. And they have to skate on the Consolidated Olympic team, and that there's a Palestinian skater
Damn.
Okay.
that also has to skate on the unincorporated Olympics team. And they hate each other, but they come together and make a beautiful routine.
Okay. The Consolidated Olympic Team.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, mine. First of all, the movie's called The Cutting Edges, and the S is a 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sold. I don't need to hear any more.
This one, I like to focus on what is the person who doesn't skate, figure skate doing. I do think it would be interesting if it was literally someone who does not skate at all, and it's a ball, the top ballroom dancer.
Oh, okay.
Like
So,
that
yeah,
made me think
like
of that
Mark
when you said
Ballas
that. Yeah,
or
like,
whatever is gonna
whoever
come
is like
over, yeah.
the top dancer, someone who can do some of the, who has like the body strength and can
Yeah.
do some of the choreography stuff, but just doesn't know how to skate.
You could do, if it was one of those things that like that was a good fit for the sibling thing, and maybe it's somebody who's on like a Dancing with the Stars type thing. They lose their partner, and it's like, I want to get my sister one last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm a dancer.
you know, at this point, like everyone, you know, we talked to Kevin, it's like, you know, it's these movies are wildly unrealistic for even someone who knows how to skate to
Right.
have come to this level to win a Olympic gold medal. So why not just go wild and be like, oh, it's a construction worker or someone random who doesn't have any, doesn't even know how to skate.
really missed out on the Jennifer Lopez version of this in like 2002.
Can't hardly skate.
Yeah.
Isn't that Jennifer Love?
Yes. Yeah.
I know.
Well, Jennifer Lopez did the American remake of Shall We Dance? With
Indeed.
Richard
There we
Gere.
go. See, there we go.
But I prefer the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Because we watched it in
yeah.
Japanese class. But
That movie's awesome.
so good. But yeah, no, I like that idea, especially if it were like a Dancing with the Stars type person. Because
Yeah.
they'd already be famous.
Yeah.
And they would have all the skills except the skating, pretty much.
And who knows why this person is, you know, banned from dancing.
From Dancing with the Stars? yeah. Probably because they pissed off ABC or whatever, like Tom Bergeron.
You could rope in some of Tyler's thing and be like, they stood up to oppression in some way that pissed off the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, or they like spoke out again. Like honestly, like Sharna Burgess, like there's so much Dancing with the Stars drama.
Melissa
that-
Barrera's cast, but then not on the movie anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like people, you know, I don't think it's true, but like, you know, the Dancing with the Stars fans or whatever think that Sharna Burgess has been shunned from being there because she spoke out against how a lot of the Dancing with the Stars people say that her win with that guy Bobby Bones was the worst win in the history of Dancing with the Stars because it's based on votes. And so yeah, all these people voted for him and he won even though he was like clearly not the best dancer. And she's been like somehow like got the residual punishment for that or whatever. But
That feels familiar in a different type of election. I can't quite place it.
yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I like that idea for sure.
Yeah,
but
I like that too.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait. We'll have to wait and see. I would not be surprised if someone is out there pitching Cutting Edge 5.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Cutting
Cutting
edge
edge-
with a dollar sign.
The cutting edge.
Cutting edge,
Yeah,
you know, they just
dollar.
use it as a you know, as a term that is related to skating somewhat, but none of these have really like been about pushing the sport like forward. So
My guess is if they decided to do this, if they decided to make another one, it would be time for them to do a big push for it to be like a theatrical one again.
Yeah.
And
Curveball.
not do another like straight to TV.
and then in that case, maybe it would just be the traditional story, but updated for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
With
we do
hip-hop.
we do Bring It On Horror Edition, and we make Cutting Edge a figure skating psychosexual murder thriller.
Hey,
Where someone's murdering with
Yeah.
skates. Yeah.
slicing it. Yeah, I would. That would. I would
Cutting
like
Edge.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down.
We'll have to wait till it gets into the public domain.
That's right.
Like all those Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
They didn't make a Cutting Edge.
Winnie the Pooh.
Screamboat Willie, here we come.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Which is actually pretty good.
Really?
watched
You watched it?
Yeah.
How could
Oh
you?
boy.
Ugh.
It's got the guy who does Terrifier as the
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, right? Yeah. That's hilarious.
I will tell the context of how they watched that off air.
all right. All right. Well, you know what? I think that's going to bring us to the end of the Cutting Edge franchise.
I guess so.
We finished it up as a shorter one, only 4.
Yeah.
That's short for us
For
these
now.
days.
That is short. That's pretty short for us. Yeah. For now, I know we keep like it's like we're threatening. There's going to be another one. Just you wait.
I think, yeah, if you start developing it, I mean, sure, I'm sure someone's already pitching it, but if you start now, like,
You know what?
you'll be ready for the Olympics.
Yeah.
To be honest, the number of times that we've like done one of these franchises and then like a week later or something, there's something on Deadline that's
Yeah.
like, hey, they're making another one, and we're like, told you.
It's that sequel rights bump.
I forgot to mention the actor who played the coach, the one who didn't speak English. He was in Highlander, the Final Dimension or whatever. He was an
Final
innkeeper
Dimension?
or whatever. There's one that has the word dimension in it.
I'm just thinking of the Ghost Dimension.
Maybe that's not what it's called. Highlander something. Anyways, he's in it. So I was like, whoa.
Ghost Dimension.
What is this? A crossover episode?
Wait, now I'm like, I can't even remember there's the Quickening, the Sorcerer, the End Game, and the Source.
What was the Dimension one?
Maybe
I was wrong.
What was the anime?
There's one called The Search for Vengeance.
No, that was the anime
That's
one.
the anime one.
Yeah, wait, okay, hold on. I'm going to look at
I don't see anything about a dimension.
Hans. Highlander, the Final Dimension, yeah.
How come it's not listed in here?
Is that a video game?
94, Connor McLeod. It has Lambert. It's the one with Mario Van Peebles. Remember?
I don't even see it listed on the.
Remember peoples? Remember?
Oh, it had Mako. I do remember the one that I remember talking about Van Peebles.
Yeah, I do too.
For sure.
Remember peoples?
Oh, Peebles.
It says
Sorry,
it's called Highlander 3 Sorcerer. Where are you
1994? I'm
Oh, it
literally
says
looking at...
alternatively titled Highlander: The Final Dimension.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, where are you seeing this?
I don't know. I'm seeing it on IMDb.
Well,
Thanks, Bezos.
That's an alternate title,
Okay.
apparently. Yeah, whatever.
I thought The Sorcerer was the alternate title.
Not according to Wikipedia. Although then,
Oh, this also filmed in Montreal.
the poster on here does say Highlander: Final Dimension. You know,
Oh, well,
we watch
anyways.
these movies.
I can't wait for the new Highlander. That's what made me think of it.
Very excited about that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna
Speaking of movies that we may be watching this year.
Oh, right. Now you can announce what you already announced.
Yes.
That's right. You do it. You already
All right.
said it.
I already said it early at the top of the episode, but we are diving in anticipation for Zach Krieger
Zach
of
Cregger's?
of Whitest Kids You Know and Weapons fame is making a Resident Evil movie that is allegedly coming out this year. And so we are going to be diving into the Paul W.S. Anderson courtship of Mila Jovovich.
And also a lot of anime.
And also a lot of anime.
And some TV shows.
Yes.
And some TV
Is
shows.
this the first time, I think, in the history of the podcast that we are actually going to cover something that you actually supervised?
That's true. Yes, that would
Right?
be true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be true.
So, I don't know.
Resident Evil.
We already have a
Netflix
guest
show.
lined up. It's very exciting.
Very exciting guest. Somebody
No, I
on
think
the
we need to get
show.
a different guest to come and criticize
Yes.
Justin's work. Actually, like, oh my
rude.
god, the song
Rude.
sucked.
Oh no. Yeah, the new movie's supposed to come out September 18th. So just so you get, I wanted to say that so you have a clear picture of how it's only March, and we're about to start this in March, and we're gonna go all the way to September. For
But we
y'all.
are not playing any video games. But
Untrue. I'm playing Resident Evil Requiem right now.
no. But for the podcast,
We're not for the podcast.
Yes.
But you guys have played many of them. Over
I have
the
played-
years,
I will
Almost
not-
all of them.
and I have played none of them.
And I will be, I am working on some things to chime in. I will have thoughts on the lore as we go along.
Yes, I'm interested in playing. If I could get if someone wants to give me some old console, I would happily play one of them. I guess. I could try.
You still have a Switch, right?
No, I never had a Switch. Actually, I all
Stolen
those
from a
Korok
friend.
seeds were
I see.
stolen from various people. But I
have a Switch that's sitting around doing nothing.
I have actually never even seen any of these Resident Evils
my
except
God.
for the show that Justin worked on. I watched
Yeah.
it because he worked on
Excellent.
it. I watched the whole thing.
Support
So
your friends.
It's a big, crazy, random universe that has a lot of wonky things, a lot of amazing things, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, it'll be good to hear from you, who has not
Yes.
doesn't really know much about Resident Evil.
Yes. And I have not watched most of the movies. I've seen. Actually, we probably went to go see all of them.
I've seen all.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them, but I don't think this was one that we did a marathon for. Did we?
Yeah, I don't know.
no, you did Underworld, which
We
I
definitely did
I
Underworld.
couldn't go.
God, yeah.
I could either way. If you did it, I couldn't go.
There's definitely been some of them that came out while I had moved out here, but
Yeah.
there's only one of them I haven't seen. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Totally different vibes than the Cutting Edge,
That's right.
I think. No, I'm kidding.
We'll find out.
We'll find out next time.
Exciting things. If you had to guess, Eliz, what is our lost connection for this first Resident Evil movie?
The first one.
Uh-huh.
What year?
Justin's looking it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about.
that I think that Jorah Mormont is in some of them, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I do know that. A Lost Connection.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember who's in it.
Can I get a gender?
The first one
Tyler?
It's a lady.
It's
lady?
It's 2002.
Is it Juliet? Is she a scientist?
No, it's not Juliet.
Then it's probably
Oh,
Kate or whatever.
Okay, I remember.
She's
that.
family.
It's Michelle.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. One of the others.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many of these movies and stuff I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Gonna be fun to revisit. And yeah,
Yeah, and it will take literally almost the
the
entire
rest
year.
of the year.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see you around Christmas or something.
You know, we'll pop in. And the part of the reason why we're starting so early is because we gotta pop in with Mortal Kombat and who knows what else as we go.
Unless it's so good that they push it by another year.
Wouldn't that be fun? They're like, you know what? Actually, we're gonna put it out for Oscar consideration in the fall.
That's how good Mortal Kombat
This is
is.
how. I don't know if you guys watch it, but I sent you the latest trailer for that movie, and they're definitely like hype. Like they changed the trailer to make it seem even more epic. So it's like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
okay, all
Excited.
right. Yeah, I hope it is as good as they say. I just, I got those doubts. We'll see. That's the summer. We got
That's the summer.
time.
We got time.
We
Plenty
got
of
time. Except if you're in LA, it's summer already. Basically tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But yeah, thanks for being here with us through the cutting edge, and thanks to all of our wonderful guests that we had on. Kate, Lindsay, and Kevin. We had a great time talking with all of you guys, and look forward to even more guests for Resident Evil as we get going. But in the meantime, Eliz, where can people reach out?
Email us your questions, comments, concerns to sequelrights@gmail.com, or you can find us on Blue Sky, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Sequel Rights.
And rate and review wherever you're listening. If you've already done that, I want to hear, send in to either in the comments or send us an email, your Resident Evil memories, your connections to the franchise, whether it is on the, I'm going to be trying to bring some of the video game perspective in our coverage here. It's a big, long series that we're covering. So anything that you want to talk Resident Evil, send it in and we'll probably bring it up on the show.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be fun. We got to leave you guys with an AI song. I'm always like, what can I'm always trying to figure out what I can focus on every film. And this one I tried to kind of focus on, we were kind of talking a lot through all of these like sequels that were on ABC Family about how like, what the heck? There's naked butts in the second one. There's strip poker in this one. What are we showing our kids on
New
ABC?
type of family.
In honor of Pat Robertson, here is some pearl clutching
Yeah,
song,
this is classic
AI
like
song.
gasp. I can't
Yeah, if
believe
you don't want to see this type of filth on your cable TV,
Donate now.
Yeah, donate now.
$700.
That's right. We just need 700 people to donate $10 a month, and we will be rolling in it. It was like, the Wikipedia was like, that's $106 in today's money. Because it was like in 1962. Yeah. Just please donate to us. We don't have a Patreon.
Just do
or
it.
anything, yeah.
We don't even have
Let's put up our Venmo or something. Yeah. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoy this song. It's a goofy one. I actually think it's pretty fun. But we'll be back next time with brand new franchise, Resident Evil. Let's go. See you soon.
Back in 92 we had rivals on the ice, a hockey bro and a skater cold as ice. They fought, they fell, they learned to glide, and a toe pick changed both of their lives. But years went by and the sequels came along, straight to TV but something fell wrong. You'd flip the channel thinking family fare, then suddenly there's chemistry everywhere. These skaters aren't just landing jumps tonight, there's tension hotter than a ring spotlight. You tuned in for triples and Olympic dreams, but ABC was pushing steamy scenes. Your kids might have learned about strip poker watching ABC Family. Your kids might have seen their first butt or two on ABC Family. The cutting edge wraps up with fire and icy. But why did this series have to be so spicy? So spicy. Going for the gold, okay, that's fair. Competition, drama, romance in the air. But then the flirting starts getting bold for a channel that used to show the sound of music on hold, and chasing the dreamscapes into view. Broken ankles, love triangles too. Practice ring arguments, sparks on the ice. This family channel's playing with spice. The lifts get higher, the looks get slow. This is not the vibe of a Sunday show. You thought it'd be safe with cocoa and snacks, but suddenly someone's taking their skates and clothes off the rack. Your kids might have learned about strip poker watching ABC Family. Your kids might have seen their first blood or two on ABC Family. The cutting edge wraps up with fire and icy. But why did this series have to be so spicy? So spicy. Fire and ice brings the drama to a boil. Rivalries, romance, and a little TV turmoil. Triple axle spinning, hearts on the line. But someone check the standards, it's 8:59. You promise wholesome skating and teamwork and grace. Not maybe cover Junior's eyes during this part phase. Your kids might have learned about strip poker watching ABC Family. Your kids might have seen their first blood or two on ABC Family. From gold to dream to fire and icy, a skating saga unexpectedly spicy. Toe picks, love picks, drama on ice. Next time maybe keep it slightly